Courageous, captivating Capricorns, welcome. It is Sachi, and we are here to do some guided healing, or we take a look at what wounds are you healing, or what is being triggered, what is keeping you stuck on your healing journey, how to get you unstuck, and then look into some general advice on how to heal this wound. So a couple announcements before we begin. One, I would like to remind you that the top 2 videos with the most likes do get a bonus reading the following month. And these readings that I have been doing every month, I am going to be doing them bi-monthly. So that means every other month. And on the months that I don't do these type of monthly readings, what is going to happen is I will be doing a collective reading. And then for those who are either an Eagle or Phoenix member, the sign by sign reading is going to be on my website. So my hope is to continue to build the YouTube community as well as my online community. So if you're interested in becoming a member, you get access to not just, this extended, but all of the extended. So you can watch for your sun and rising and so on. And the plan starts at $7.77, which I think is extremely reasonable. And you also have access to the musings page, which is the page that has all of astrological transit information and articles and things like that. So, and more to come there as well. The other announcement I would like to make is that I am hosting a Tarot 101 class. So if, not having free monthly readings is something that perturbs you, you can learn how to do tarot for yourself, and that's the best way to really know if it's accurate and if a general reading is specific to you is by doing your own reading. So I really highly recommend learning it from anywhere, but I am hosting, it's a 2-day course, and it's going to be on December 10th and 11th. So if you are interested in that, all the info is in my shop on my website. It comes with a worksheet that helps organize all the information during class that you can, fill in the blanks and stuff during class. And also comes with some tarot journal prompts that you can do before and after class, and a certificate of completion to prove that you took the course and that you have graduated from Sachi the Scorpio's tarot class. So if that interests you, please do check that out. But anyway, Capricorn, let's hop into it, okay? This is what came out in the cleansing ceremony. We had the King of Wands, 7 of Pentacles, the Emperor, Temperance, and Tower. So pretty intense stuff here. 3 out of 5 are major arcana, and the King of Wands is a very kind of a powerhouse in himself. So this is telling me with the King of Wands, there's this very creative energy around you. King of Wands can be entrepreneurship, really owning your masculine power of your ability to create and manifest and things like that. So it seems like, yes, very, very creative time, very attractive time. This could be another person, but I feel like this is you. But it's possible that you were attracting a King of Wands type, but very stable and sturdy, right? He is very rooted, even though fire is not known to be particularly grounded. This was telling me that you were able to ground your Kundalini. You were able to use your firepower to manifest your reality in a very grounded way. And with the 7 of Pentacles, with the 7 of Pentacles here, even though it's a pentacle card, it shows her giving emotional input. So as you are mastering this firepower and groundedness, you recognize that the way to have things grow is to give some emotional input to things. And so we have this energy of you, tending to something that is growing, right? So it's like you started off as the King of Wands, you're growing whatever this is, and boom, now it's Emperor status. So this is definitely giving me energy of an upgrade, that maybe it's like a raise or promotion or a certain sense of authority. There is something about the Emperor here that, if this isn't you, or it could be you, but the difference is the King of Wands, again, very creative. He does his own thing. The Emperor can be more authoritative, right? It's like, oh, okay, you don't follow what the Emperor says, well, he's going to burn down your village sort of thing. So there can be, again, this sort of scorched earth policy of my way or the highway type energy because of some ranking that you have reached or something like that. And then we have the Temperance and Tower. So Temperance is telling me you are focusing on tempering your spirit. You are trying to sort of take a middle ground approach, and maybe even bringing sort of a tempered spirit to this type of Emperor energy. And then we have the Tower. And I feel like you're understanding, the thing is, this Tower moment doesn't feel like it's happened yet. It feels like this is something that could potentially happen in the future, and you're aware of that. And that's why you're trying to, you know, temper the situation and make sure that there is a calm temperament here. Because temperance represents not going to extremes, right? Not going too far this way or too far that way. It's trying to take the middle approach in some sort of way. And it feels like you're trying to sort of temper the Emperor temper the Emperor in order for a Tower moment not to occur. And of course, a Tower moment is when things are being built, right? A tower is being built against divine alignment, that the divine eventually comes and knocks it down because it's so out of whack that it can no longer cease to physically exist because, you know, spiritual forces are like, nope, gone. Okay. So I definitely am feeling that kind of energy. Then we have burning energy, which is a special type of fire, which of course we see with the King of Wands and Emperor. There is a lot of fiery energy. And so with the burning energy here, obviously hot, hot, hot. This is talking, and again, it's like scorched earth, right? So it could be that you're seeing, okay, some things, you know, are under this scorched earth policy, and how do we navigate it so that it doesn't become a Tower moment? We have Trainer Faded Town in reverse. So Trainer indicates somebody else's energy. And so this can be an energy of someone who refuses to move, someone who doesn't want to maybe relocate in some sort of way. And maybe you're doing it so that someone doesn't have to relocate or something like that. We have Seismitoad using echoed voice. So this is saying that there's like a voice that has been echoing in your emotional body regarding this situation. And with Trainer Escape Rope, again, it feels like there's some sort of preventative thing. And, you know, Trainer, again, indicates somebody else's energy. And Escape Rope is like when you're somewhere, it's like you're in somewhere. If you use an escape rope, then you're automatically sort of out. And I feel like that's the energy here, is like you're understanding that some people have an escape route, right? It's like, imagine you're in the tower and you know this is going to come. And people are like, okay, well, here's sort of the back door out of it. And yeah, so again, it's like, but I feel like you're trying to temper the situation and not necessarily escape from it, if that makes sense. Again, this Tower moment doesn't feel like it has happened yet. Anyway, very interesting intro here, Capricorn. We are going to see what is going on. I hope that you all are well. As I mentioned, what we're going to do is take a look at what wounds you're healing or what wound is being triggered. What is keeping you stuck, how to get you unstuck, and then some general advice on how to heal this wound. So let's see. What's going on, Capricorn? Okay, quite a lot. We have the Moon, the Fool, and the Ten of Cups. So it seems, this is what I'm getting, ignorance is bliss kind of thing. It seems like you're like, you know what, I'd rather not know about something right now because the Moon represents secrets, things that are hidden and things like that. So it seems like you're totally fine sort of being played the fool or just being like la-di-da, you know. That doesn't typically seem like a Capricorn energy, but it seems like you are enjoying yourself. Ten of Cups is a very, you know, enjoyable energy. Your cup is filled with positive emotions, as is everyone else around you. There's big community vibes here. Of sort of enjoying certain things. And the Fool, it feels less like a new adventure. And again, more of this ignorance is bliss energy. So it seems like you may be aware that things are sort of hidden. And it's kind of like, I'm not going to peek behind the curtain here. Let's see, what's the light energy? Wow, quite a bit. We have Roserade using Flower Tornado, Meowth using Scratch, and going towards the shadow energy, we have Skorupi using Poison Sting. So this is a way of self-sabotage, right? It's that scorpionic self-sabotage of, you know, the Poison Sting that a scorpion does is, I mean, it could be someone else poisoning your emotional body, but usually when a scorpion is cornered in a corner, instead of allowing the predator to eat it and have that satisfaction, a scorpion will sting itself and die by its own poison. That way, the predator doesn't have the satisfaction of, you know, winning, right, of killing the scorpion. And also, now it can no longer eat the scorpion, period, because it's full of venom, right, or poison. So I feel like there is some, again, some self-sabotage. And again, scorpionic energy is very much, you know, what's beneath the surface, things that are hidden and things like that. It says it grips prey with its tail claw and injects poison. It tenaciously hangs on until the poison takes. So this can indicate, you know, if you're not the scorpion here, that someone else has sort of poisoned your emotional body in some sort of way. And again, it could be when it comes to secrets or something like that. But it's some sort of self-sabotage. And then we have Roserade using Flower Tornado and Meowth here. So Roserade using Flower Tornado, it's kind of like, you know, it's like you give someone flowers to show that you care, right? To like, as a measure of good faith or whatever. But if it's a tornado, it's destructive. You know what I mean? So this is telling me that there could be some love situation, or again, sort of community love or group love or whatever, or people that you hang out with that, you know, it's like, oh, there, look, it's all roses, but it's like, but it's still a tornado, right? It's destructive. It's destroying things. It says, with the momentum, or with the movements of a dancer, it strikes with whips that are densely lined with poison thorns. Yeah, so that definitely gives me scorpionic vibes again with that whip, right? It's like the crack of the whip energy on the heart chakra too. So it seems sort of like this poisonous dominating energy over the heart chakra and the third eye, right? The mental space. And yeah, it talks about poison thorns. So again, there's a lot of poison here. But again, it's sort of like, hey, as long as I don't know it's poison, it's okay. That's the energy that I'm getting here. We have Meowth using Scratch, and Meowth even here, look at him. He's like looking at the flower. And so this gives me energy of, you know, Scratch is sort of like something that hurts just a little bit, but you're not really, you know, paying attention too much. Like, oh, it's just a scratch. But here's Meowth. And if the scratch is waiting so long, like, look, he's like, oh no, why is this rose dying? You know, again, with the flowers, it's like, oh no, why is this beautiful rose dying? Well, maybe because the air is filled with poison here. You know, again, maybe it's because of the poison. And Meowth is also the money cat. So there can be something regarding money involving this of like, oh, I'm just going to pretend not to care. Maybe because of the money, I'm just not going to really look behind the curtain, whatever. But again, this is in general self-sabotage. It says adores round objects. It wanders the streets on a nightly basis to look for drop loose change. Yeah, so you may be ignoring the toxic reality because of some sort of financial incentive here. Let's see what's the shadow. We have Apom using tail jab. Yeah, so tail energy is like things that have happened in the past. So this is telling me that your past is sort of, you know, gonna come back. And I feel like there's a certain conversation that keeps sort of echoing. Again, it's sort of the echoed whatever. And again, there's this energy of just sort of, you know, fiddling around. Yeah, of just sort of fooling around. Apom is, you know, a monkey that just sort of, look how they're sort of destroying the town. They think it's funny. They think they're having a good time. Again, that rainbow energy. So there is this, you know, energy of like, la-di-da, I don't really care. Let's just have a good time and whatever. Not recognizing how much poison is really around you. It says its tail is so powerful that it can use it to grab a tree branch and hold itself up in the air. So that gives me energy of the hanged man, right? The hanged man is upside down in a tree hanging. So the hanged man represents it's a dead end energy. So that's the wound that you're in, is that, you know, you can play the fool as long as you want. You can pretend like you don't know. You can, you know, forcibly ignore certain things. Like, it's like, maybe I know something's wrong, but I'm not going to look into it, you know, to find out. And again, this is a hanged man energy. It's going to be a dead end. And the dead end, right, it can go in sort of like the death card of going, you know, through a purposeful death and rebirth, should that be the thing that you want to choose. Or you can wait and a tower moment's coming. Okay? All right, let's see here, Capricorn. What's keeping you stuck? Again, I'm hearing like ignorance is bliss. Okay. 10 of Pentacles in reverse, Queen of Swords in reverse. There could be some mother figure that is trying to pressure you to make a bunch of money, but that's possibly only some of you. But with the 10 of Pentacles coming out in reverse, again, there's this energy of feeling not content about your monetary status, because the 10 of Pentacles represents, you know, here they are. It's like happy life, happy wife, happy legacy, right? It's like there's the grandma, there's the kids, there's the couple. They have a lot of, you know, vegetation, they have land, fresh air, things like that. So this is a card of generational legacy in general. Usually there's like a, you know, a chest of riches even on this card. But because this is coming out in reverse, it's telling me that you haven't reached the physicality of what you want to reach. And therefore, you know, you kind of want to keep this going. Ooh, with the Eight of Cups. So yeah, you feel emotionally unfulfilled. Basically, you feel like you don't have enough. You feel like you're empty in some sort of way. And the way that you feel sort of full is through the camaraderie with these particular individuals. And again, with the Queen of Swords, I definitely feel a mother wound here. And it's kind of causing you to be like, well, okay, I feel like someone has lied to you, basically. And you're just like, I'd rather just sort of believe the lie than look into the truth for myself kind of energy. Queen of Swords in reverse can be someone who's a liar, someone who is extremely manipulative, someone who does not keep their word or something like that. It's really kind of a nasty energy that I'm feeling here, Capricorn. And again, with the Ten of Pentacles, it's like you're dissatisfied with where you are financially or physically or something like that. And it's keeping you stuck, right? Let's see what's the light energy. Whew. Trainer Super Scoop Up. Yeah, I was picking up on, you know, these people that you're in connection with where it's like, oh, hey, everything's just fine and everything's going great. And you're like, yeah, I like to believe that too, sort of thing. I am getting, you know, again, trainer means somebody else's energy. And with Super Scoop Up, it's like they really have you in this hardcore, right? It's like they have really scooped you up and sort of kept you in this. And again, it could be this mother figure or whatever it is, but there is definitely something that keeps sucking you in. It's going right to the moon. We have Phantom using Mumble. So, you know, this is telling me a lot of it has to do with the inner child. This is in the third eye. So it's saying that your third eye is just sort of mumbling. I'm getting that like your higher self and your inner child are trying to get connected with you, but you're, you know, those parts of you are sort of pushed down into the subconscious aspect of the moon, and you just sort of let them remaining hidden because someone keeps sucking you in, and it's through your inner child here. It says, by imitating the voice of a child, it causes people to get hopelessly lost deep in the forest. It's trying to make friends with them. Yeah, so this is giving me people-pleasing type energy. And again, I feel like if this is not your mother figure, it stems from not getting the attention and affection and emotional validation from the mother figure. So it's like, you know, you're getting sucked in because the inner child just wants to do sort of what they're told and is, again, in this sort of people-pleasing mentality rather than standing in your autonomy. All right, let's see what's the shadow here. We have Klefki using play rough. Yeah, so this person may even be playing rough with you, honestly, with this Super Scoop Up. So there may be some sort of even blackmail is kind of what I'm feeling here, Capricorn. This is some deep stuff. Like, it's like they play very rough with you. They may, you know, Klefki steals keys. So this can be, you know, keys to certain secrets that you have. This can be someone who may be able to take your home away or take your car away or something like that. It really is sort of a very rough situation here. I get that. Yeah, and there's Archangel Gabriel either further affirming that, you know, Archangel Gabriel is affirming that the angels are saying, yeah, this is not a good situation to be in, Capricorn. I'm sorry that you're here, but we're definitely going to see how to get you out. So yeah, you know, again, fairy type represents a soul contract, right? You do this, I do that. And so, you know, that's just how soul contracts are. So it's telling me you're in some sort of soul contract here, again, with someone who is not truthful or who is very, very manipulative or who doesn't keep their word or, again, uses contracts for evil almost. And they are playing very rough here. Again, this situation really has you sucked in because it has your inner child very afraid, and it's like your inner child's like, well, I better be friends with them or they're going to be rough with me, sort of thing. It says, the key collectors threaten any attackers by fiercely jingling their keys at them. Yeah, so again, I feel like this is a way of threatening, is that perhaps you've been threatened that this is going to be taken away or that's going to be taken away. And that, again, keeps you sort of sucked in. It's kind of like a bullying mentality. Whew, Capricorn, that is some intense stuff. All right, let's see. Let's see what Mother Nature would like to say. Like I said, in the extended, we're going to see how to get you unstuck in this situation, and then how you can help heal this wound in general. I saw the full moon card, which is all about releasing. So I feel like there is definitely some things that you need to release, particularly of the wounded inner child. We have lightning power in reverse. Yeah, this situation is taking your power. And again, it has your inner child sort of in a gridlock of a time, right? When we were children, we have a lot of power, but like, we have a lot of creative power and things like that, but still our parents are sort of in authority of us, right? So our power is taken away. Our parents boss us around. They tell us what to do, things like that. And that's kind of what it feels like here, is that you just don't have any autonomy. And this situation has really taken your power, and it's really time to reclaim that. Let's see what Archangel would like to bring us into the extended here. We have moon cycles and prosperity in reverse. So again, I was feeling something with the moon. So with moon cycles here, it's telling me, again, right, and we had the moon there as well, that there's an issue with, you know, being able to release something and things being exposed. So you could have a distorted relation, even the moon's in the Phantom card as well. You could have a distorted relationship with the moon right now, which can be your own emotional body here. Archangel Haniel says, notice how the moon affects your energy and manifestation and capitalize upon these cycles. So, and with prosperity coming out in reverse, again, there's this aspect of not financially or physically being where you want to be. And most of it is because it's disconnected from your emotional body so much. You're not connected with the moon, right? With the subconscious, with the emotional body, to be able to, you know, be in that prosperous energy. Because when your emotions and your physicality are aligned, that's when you're just in the vibration of abundance and not the facade of it. Okay? So, geez, Cap. We are going to take a look, right, in the extended, how to get you unstuck, and then some advice on how to heal this wound in general. If you'd like to follow me there, the link is in the description box below. If we part ways here, good luck with the situation. And please do remember, if this resonates, to hit that like button for a potential bonus reading. Bye, Capricorn.